Hey guys, it's Mally here from MMR Radio, and today we're interviewing our principal at Mazinskit Farm.
Guys, hello everyone, and welcome back to MMR Radio with Mally,
Mackenzie,
and Reese.
and today we have another special guest with us. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Evan Shaw, principal, Levitt High School.
Yeah, the one and only.
Yeah. So, basically what we do is Davis is going to give us, we have like a prompt type thing, and we're going to draw while we ask you questions.
Okay.
But when you pick your markers, you're going to have your eyes closed, so then you don't know what color markers you're getting, so you're going to have three random markers
Okay.
to draw this.
And you just have
Okay.
to use those three.
All right.
Colors, yeah.
Sounds simple enough.
Yeah.
All right.
True.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
wow. Okay.
All right.
So now we're gonna see what Davis has for us.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to open it?
Sure, I'll open it. Because he kind of thought of this the other day and made a
Yeah.
face like this
Like
is going to be
yeah.
good. Like,
A really good idea.
so I'm a little nervous. To be honest, I'm a little nervous to begin with. But
Some messy handwriting.
a clown who encourages students not to vape.
Davis, what?
So historically, this would be
Would that be you?
Mr. Davis wants to make videos with Vapey the Clown is what he would be going for.
Vapey the
So
clown?
a clown who encourages students not to vape. That's what we have to draw.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're just gonna ask you some questions while we're drawing.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what is your most memorable childhood moment?
Memorable childhood moment. So, how far back do you want to go on this? Like,
As far back as you want to
far
go.
back as you want to go?
Or like the first one that comes to mind.
So that's two different things. So, my first like memory that comes to mind that I can recall from a child was being like maybe 3, and my dad and I had gone fishing at this little like swamp area down the street from my house, and I fell in.
Oh.
And I distinctly remember being in the water and him grabbing me by my shirt and pulling me out and putting me in the backseat and driving me home. So,
Oh my
I
goodness.
distinctly remember that. But a memory that is very vivid in my mind, it would have been like 13, I think, was when I smashed my finger and took the end of my finger off.
Oh.
So I remember that pretty good.
Yeah. I would too, probably.
Yeah,
I would too.
that one's not one that I forget. So
No, I think not.
I don't know.
Is being a principal the job you thought it would be?
Yes, in the sense that it's ever changing, so it's not the same.
Yeah.
2 days in a row, and I kind of expected that going in. So yes, that it's kind of what I expected. No, in the sense that it's. I think it's cooler than I thought it was going to be. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
I kind of knew what the deal was before I did it, but it's cooler than I thought it was going to be. So yeah.
I think it'd be a very rewarding job. Like, some days it's really hard, but like,
Right.
you know, like when you're watching kids walk across at graduation, it's like, whoa. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you had a big part in that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What Olympic sport do you wish Levitt had? Or like weird sport?
Weird sport. So I think if you were to talk obscure sports, I think that I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. But I'll stick with the curling, because in the Winter Olympics I do watch that like
Yeah.
a weirdo.
I think it'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like funny. I know, and like, I feel like that'd just be cool to do.
Right.
Yeah. Just. All right. Next question. If you can change anything about Levitt, what would it be?
Let's see. If I could change anything about Levitt, what would it be? I would love for us to have a facility that's similar to, but not exactly like, some of the facilities down to the tech center down in Lewiston, because I think those vocational, we have some of that with Mr. Leposki in the shop area in the metal and wood shop.
Yeah.
But some of the vocational, those vocational programs, I would love to be able to have a program like that right at school.
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
And then if it would be entirely possible to have a pool on the 3rd floor.
Oh my God,
That would be cool, right?
Yeah.
Like
I believe that freshman.
then nobody could say that it's not a thing, but it really is a thing. We call it good.
How do you think it would go if you and your wife switched jobs for a day?
If we switched jobs for a day,
Yeah.
I don't. Oh wow. Well, let's take it a piece at a time here. So, if I were running the catnip business for a day, I think that I would struggle with it because there's a lot of the detail that she deals with on a day-to-day basis that I don't have to deal with. So, I mean, in general terms, I know what's going on, but specifically from day to day, I would struggle with that piece of it.
Yeah.
And then if she were filling in for me, I think, I don't know that it'll go that badly. I mean, she's pretty on top of stuff, so I think I don't know that it would be seamless, so I wouldn't go there, but I think she would do probably more efficient work than me trying to take over hers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Davis told us that you taught chemistry. So what was your favorite thing that you blew up?
The favorite thing that I blew up, pumpkin. The pumpkin. Mrs. Leposki and I took care of a pumpkin one day, and the reason that one sticks in my mind is because, surprisingly enough, pumpkins are more resilient than you might think. So we got this pumpkin, and the goal all day was to blow this pumpkin up, and we went through I went through every period trying different things to build a pumpkin up. Ultimately, we didn't have very much success. So I went back to the drawing board and did a little balancing of some chemical equations, and then I went back with Mr. Leposki and we figured out how to do it. And when it went off, he and I were hiding behind a picnic table, and we had stood up on end, and it was kind of on the football practice field, like just into the fence. And I can't remember whose truck was parked over by the shop area, but chunks of pumpkin were landing in the back of this person's truck. That was the best thing.
That sounds fun.
I do have one more question.
Yeah, I'm done.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
Duck-sized horses
Nope.
or a horse-sized duck.
Yeah.
I think I would take on the horse-sized duck. And my reason for that is, one, it has 2 legs. So even though it's horse-sized, it's not going to get around as efficiently as a 4-legged duck-sized horse.
That's true.
Right? And I'm less concerned about the beak on the duck than the hooves on the horse.
Oh,
That's a good
true.
point, yeah.
I feel like those would hurt bad.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
They're just stomping
Right.
on you.
Okay. How would you sell hot chocolate in Florida?
Hot chocolate in Florida.
Yep.
I think I would sell it. Let's see. Similarly to selling hot coffee in Florida, right? So maybe have some iced hot chocolate and
Ooh, yeah.
rebrand chocolate milk and call it something else, right? Which is ultimately just hot chocolate. So I think that's what I would rebrand it and perhaps put it over ice or make it into some sort of slushy type of thing.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Very smart. Yeah. I think that's good.
I didn't think of it like that. It's kind of like coffee, so it's like, and people still buy coffee.
Yeah, people,
Right.
people love coffee.
Yeah, sure. And I feel like in Florida, to us, what will feel like kind of like fall temperatures and like nice, they'd be like, oh, it's really cold. So the second it gets a little wow, then
Right.
it's really chilly.
Yeah.
And so on those days when they have a frost advisory in Florida, it's bringing it all the way down to 32. That's when you sell the hot cocoa.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. That goes.
Yep.
You have any more questions?
No, I don't.
That's all you got?
That is all we got.
Okay. So I have questions for you guys.
Oh, okay, great.
So what is it about the radio talk thing that you guys like? What got you ideas that you were doing this?
I think it was Mr. Sear.
Yeah. We were trying to think of ideas because we needed a project to work on in video production / journalism. And we were like, well, we really like to talk, so we should do something like that.
Yeah.
And he brought up like podcasts and radio shows. like, whoa, that sounds really cool. And so we just kind of stuck with that.
Yeah.
And so we had to practice one and
Yeah.
the first one. And
That's
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
Because the one with Mr. Haylock was supposed to be just like practice.
Yeah.
But it went really well, so we posted it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And like, where do you see this going? Like, you're gonna do like one every couple of weeks or something like that, or what's the time frame?
So
Yeah.
we try to do it every Friday or Thursday, but that hasn't worked out.
Yeah, because the editing takes so long.
Yeah. But we get out of this class at the second semester,
Yeah.
so I don't really know what we're gonna do after that.
Oh, right.
We
you
might
figure
try
out how to
getting
carry
it
on.
next
Yeah, maybe we can do
semester.
it.
We can come back to
Or
it
next year.
next year.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everyone done with their drawings?
It's as good as it's going to get for me. I'm sorry.
We can show them.
We can show the
Okay.
camera.
Yeah, we can show the camera. So my clown, has his thumbs are up because he wants the kids to understand that he's like a good guy, and no vaping kids, and it says it's bad.
There's not much to it. It's just it's
Just say don't vape. Is that what that says?
yeah, so
Nice.
no vape.
Yep.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, I got my guy. He's wearing a brown and yellow cow suit, and he has the green shoes and hair and hands. And he's saying, "Don't vape; it turns your hair green."
Yes.
Solid.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
This
Oh,
is the clown, and you know how I was kind of making him trying to be like a fat clown, but it didn't work. So this is just kind of his stomach, and then it says vaping kills kids.
Vaping kills kids.
But I didn't. Now that I think about it, it kind of sounds like vaping kills kids. But
Oh.
I meant it to say like vaping kills.
Period.
Kids.
Comma. Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was-
can
We understand.
I want to try to incorporate something with Mr. Davis, but I didn't have time. So.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's okay.
yeah, so.
I think that was successful, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you for joining us today, folks.
Bye.
Bye. Guys.
Bye.